The Inca Empire by the Ancient History Encyclopedia. The Inca Empire existed in Peru. It ran along the Pacific coast and the Andean highlands, from the northern border of the modern-day country of Ecuador to the Malay River in the modern-day country of Chile. There were over a million people who were part of the Inca Empire. The man who established the Inca Empire was Manco Cápac in 1138. Manco Cápac declared himself Sapa Inca, also known as the Divine Son of the Sun. He was a skilled warrior and a leader who exercised absolute power. Most historians agree that there were 13 different empires that ruled in succession during the time when the Inca Empire existed. All Inca emperors were known as the Sapa Inca. The Inca originated in the village of Paquitempu, about 15 miles south of Cusco. Their official language was Quechua. The Incas had no written language. The Incas kept their history and stories alive through oral stories that were passed from father to son. The ancient Inca had skills in music, textiles, wood and stone carving, art, and poetry. The Incas were also highly skilled in working with all types of metals. Their pottery was simple, practical, and beautiful. The ancient Incas grew corn, potatoes, and coffee, and other grains, and created woven baskets and woodwind instruments. The ancient Incas grew crops in the Andean mountains by carving steps, called terraces, into the hillside. Crops were planted on these terraces. The Inca pyramids were built with mud bricks of clay that were mixed with dry straw from the corn plant. The Incas would also sometimes use carved stone to create buildings and pyramids. When the Incas found a pyramid that had been built by another culture, they built their own pyramid on top of it. The Incas also built very long roads that connected the empire. The roads had suspension-built bridges over large canyons and rivers. The Incas worshipped many gods and goddesses. The major Incan god was the god of nature, Virchoa, the creator. Another god was Inti, the sun god. Gold was the symbol of Inti. The sun god temple is the most important structure in Cusco, the major city of the Incas. The Incas believed Inti was the father of Incan rulers. They worshipped the ruler as a living god. Major Incan goddesses include those of the earth and the sea. The Incas also worshipped many lesser gods and goddesses. These include the gods of the moon, thunder, rain, stars, and rainbows. The ancient Incas developed important medical practices. They performed surgery on human skulls and used anesthesia during surgery. Inca medicine included treating physical and emotional problems. In 1532, the Spanish arrived in Peru. By 1535, the Spanish had overthrown the Incas, and the Inca Empire was gone.